Hey guys, Red Hunya, and thank you for joining me for the first video of 2017. Yes, sorry I missed my mark last week. I didn't get to upload a video. I was busy with stuff, but here it is now. As promised, I'm going to be reviewing the Jurassic World Dino Hybrid Battle Armor, or Hybrid Armor, Indominus Rex figure. This could quite possibly be the last Jurassic World or Hasbro Basher and Biter I review here on my channel, unless Hasbro somehow maybe makes more for this line or something. I kind of doubt that though. So this could be the last one, so enjoy Red Hunya's last Basher and Biter figure review here, ladies and gentlemen. We may not see another one for a while. Not going to take forever on the package. It's the typical Hasbro packaging here. Red, white, and blue. T-Rex up on the corner with some of these checkered patterns. Then you know it's from the hybrid line. And also you got Dino Hybrid here. Indominus Rex Hybrid Armor. Hasbro. You can test the figure in the package if you want. Keep an eye out for these figures. We've already reviewed all three of those figures, so go check those videos out if you haven't and you want to watch them. Have a pretty halfway decent image here on the back of the packaging. I kind of like it. It's not as misleading as the Stegoceratops back of the box. Like, that image on the back of the Stegoceratops was just ridiculous with the horns. But either way, not a halfway bad picture here. Nothing too misleading, it seems anyway. Can remove the battle armor, so if you don't want it on or off. And up in the corner, hybrid dinos battle for survival. Don't care why anyone would expect that to have changed. So give me a sec, I will cut this figure out of the package and we can take a closer look at this other hybrid armor Basher and Biter. Alright, so here we have the Indominus Rex figure out of the box. Just gonna look over the figure quickly. So from what I can see, not much has really changed in terms of the figure's paint applications here. Just some slight different shades of gray and colors. The new hybrid here looks like it's got a little bit more of a darky bluish gray instead of just this flat normal gray color that the original one had. This was almost a white actually, the Indominus Rex, but it's like a little bit more of a darker gray, a hue if you can make it out. You should be able to. Got the JW hidden on the leg, and also the main new color here on this figure, if it isn't deadly obvious, is this yellowy white cream color that's on the top of his head, and it basically goes down the entire figure until the tail, right there. And it's what all this hybrid armor, these spikes are. This is a really cool back piece right here that I'm sure just pops off. Really neat. Almost rubbery a little bit like before. There's a little bit of bend in here. Not much, but there's a little bend in here. I like this. You guys, you should all know I like this kind of stuff. Hybrid armor. So even without the hybrid armor, the figure still has these paint applications on underneath, so in case you don't have that piece on, so that's cool. Very faint, but there's also these DNA looking strands that we saw on the Hybrid Effects T-Rex here on this figure. They're not that many. You might be able to see these ones better. Yeah, you can see them better right here. They're really faint, but they're there on the figure throughout. I'm not sure exactly what they are, and they're up here by his face too. A little bit around his face on both sides. Legs on this one are not as warped as my original, as you can see. This one actually stands perfectly fine. Stands fine. And this one, the normal one I have here can stand, but it's just I kind of have to fiddle with it sometimes to get it to stand correctly because his legs are. You can see his left leg is kind of warped in. This one's fine though. I just got a tainted normal one, I guess, or not tainted, but slightly defective. I could fix that, but just haven't done it yet. But yeah, basically the exact same figure as before. You just get two more little accessories this time, which is a very welcomed addition. To get this to stay on is actually pretty easy. You kind of just put it there. It doesn't even really make a snapping sound, so I'm not even sure if I have it in, but I'm pretty sure it's in correctly. 3 screw holes on the back, not terrible.
It could have been worse, John. A lot worse.
We also have this hybrid armor for his skull. Looks like it's his skull just with a lot bigger horns, because you have these two little horns here, right here. So, kind of cool. just pops on really easily, actually. Holy crap, that was like really nice. And damn, this is actually really cool. This one almost looks like he has a xenomorph looking head, kinda. Just the way it's, I don't know, I'm being weird. But yeah, action, you push the tail down. This one doesn't have a left and right, you just push it up and down, and his jaw opens. Really neat. If you, for whatever reason, you don't like the hybrid armor, but I'm actually really digging it. It's really actually kick-ass. It just pops off really easily. It's actually surprising how well that stays. It's probably because these two horn pieces are what keep it securely in right there. But really easy to get on and off. You don't even have to really worry about feeling like you're going to break it. This is what we need to see more of Hasbro. I know I've said that in a few of my other videos here. Easy to pop on and off, and it actually stays on fairly well. You don't have to worry about it popping off. I'm actually really surprised with how well these two pieces of hybrid armor work on this figure. Like, really surprised. Hats off to you, Hasbro. I know I don't usually say that much around here lately on my channel, but hats off to you for some good accessories that came with this Basher and Biter. If only we saw more of stuff like this throughout the Jurassic World line and the Dino Hybrid line. Things could have maybe been cooler. You got the pretty lame Dino Damage though, but when you do put the hybrid armor on, it kind of covers it slightly, so it's not as terrible. If only this came down just a little bit more to cover it fully, we actually almost maybe would have had a Dino Damage cap or Dino Damage cover. A little bit anyway. One can dream, right? Articulation's pretty limited, as you expect. The legs can kind of just go all the way back. They don't really go through 60. Both of them all the way back to about that point, and about forward to here until they almost start to hit the arms. They get hindered. Arms can kind of go through 60. If you want to, I don't really want to kind of force it, but you may be able to. I don't want to force it back more than that, but it probably could make a 360 rotation, but I don't want to do it anyway. This one definitely can't, for some reason, doesn't want to go back past this point. So this one can kind of go up to about there and down to there, and this one can kind of almost scratch his back. The hybrid armor is easy to apply. You don't have to worry about it breaking. And it's easy to get off too, so if you want to remove it or interchange it, you can put this hybrid armor on the original Jurassic World Basher and Biter Indominus Rex. Don't know why you would, but the option is there to mix and match because it's the same figure, so you could if you wanted. Really like this guy. I wish we saw more of this Dino hybrid armor stuff throughout the entire line, or figures coming with little accessories like this. Even if some people think these accessories are just stupid and pointless, it's what the line needed. Like, every action figure and toy needs to have like a gimmick or something to go with it, and this is what a lot of the Jurassic World stuff was missing. It was this little gimmick, like something to go along with the figure, so it's not just like the figure itself. Not saying there's anything wrong with the figure itself, but having accessories just enhances the overall experience you have with the toy, I guess, or enhances the experience because you have more options to do stuff with said toy. That being said, I've been pretty harsh here rating some of the Dino Hybrid reviews because I haven't been too happy and impressed with what Hasbro's doing, but I'm going to give this one a solid 3 out of 5, just like the other Dino Hybrid armor Ankylosaurus. Slightly a little bit less here. I rated this Indominus Rex Basher and Biter a 3 point something, I believe. It was a 3.5 or a 3.7, I thought. So a slightly little bit less of a rating here, just because it's the hybrid line. But I think a 3 out of 5 is where this stands. For me, I know it's slightly a little bit less than what I rated the original figure, and the original figure didn't have the hybrid armor. So you may be like, oh, you like the hybrid armor, why don't you rate this one better because it has that hybrid armor? It's because we should have had this hybrid armor to begin with, ladies and gentlemen, that's why. But even still, the slightly lesser rating I just gave this figure here, only by like 0.7 or 0.5, shouldn't deter you at all from buying this, especially if you're a fan of the Jurassic World hybrid stuff by Hasbro. This is actually a really kick-ass Dino hybrid armor figure that I'd actually recommend. That I would actually recommend. It's really cool. The hybrid armor is really nice. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and post a comment down below and tell me what you think of the hybrid armor Badger Biter Indominus Rex. Do you think he's cool? Do you like the hybrid armor? Is that why you're getting this figure, solely for his hybrid armor? Or did you miss out on buying this first one and you're going to buy this one now because it's the same figure, it just comes with hybrid armor now, so you can't go wrong. Either way, hope everyone enjoyed this video and or found it helpful, I guess. As I said, I'm sorry I didn't get to upload this. I can't even get this guy to stand in the background. Sorry I didn't get to upload this last weekend like I intended, but I got it up now, so check back next week. I plan on doing a Papo review for my next review here. And I also do have Kenner stuff. I know a lot of people have been dying for the Kenner stuff back here on my channel. I will be reviewing some of the Kenner humans eventually. I've been meaning to do the Dino Trackers and Series 1 and 2 Jurassic Park human figures. But yeah, it's just been a little busy. But either way, I'll be seeing you guys. Until then, take care and have a great weekend.